Hello, friends. I hope that you are doing wonderful on this Wednesday afternoon. Um, it's September 2020, September 9th, and I just wanted to share a few things. I was just thinking about talking to some people and just, again, moving through these incredible times. So much change, just incredible. Amazing transitions that we're having, lots of opportunity for growth, for just really building our new foundation. And kind of actually what I wanted to talk a little bit about is one of the biggest things I think that we are coming upon, again, having conversations yesterday and today, is patience, right? Because it's such a, interesting time where things are happening and you don't always feel like you have control over how or when, and life has changed so drastically for so many of us. And, we're not always able to do the things that we want to do right now or see the people we want to see, and so it can sometimes feel like you feel trapped a little bit, or just at odds with ourselves or the time, and it can be hard to have that patience, like to move through these times. It feels like it's going to be this way forever, or we're never going to get through it. And if you think about it, it's pretty incredible when we're in September. So we've been through March, April, May, June, July, August, September. It was like 7 months, of just walking through this brand new phase of global transitions, and so if you think about how much has already gone by, and a lot of us believe like things are going to start shifting after this end of this year. There's just a lot of new things in store. We don't know what exactly it might look like. There's a lot of ideas and feelings, but things are changing so fast every day that it's hard to know exactly what it's going to be at that, other than December holds opportunity for a lot of this to shift what we're experiencing, the way we're experiencing it now, and lead more into a part of our new foundation, and clearing and changing the world and making it more of what we want. It's just a gradual process because there was so much letting go and resistance we have to let go of to get to that place of letting go, and so that things can change, so that all the systems and the parts of us that weren't working or were no longer aligned with the planet's energy could be basically transformed. And so it's taken a lot for us just to get to this place, and there is still quite a bit more to go. If you look around, you might see that and notice that. And so in the meantime, what do we do, right? And really, there's a lot of ways of looking at this time. We can easily go into doom and gloom, and we can easily go into, the depression over things not being the way we want and getting stuck in it, and, all of that. Or we can take the opportunity that it's offering us. It's a gift of going within ourselves, healing, growing, making changes. Like I was just thinking about like my room today. I was able to change out our floors this weekend, and so to do that, I had to clear the entire room out and then put everything back. And I thought about it, and I thought, you know what? It feels amazing now. I thought, I don't know that I could have just done it. It was like, it's good when we just clean one piece at a time and we reorganize one at a time, but it doesn't quite feel the same as when we clear it all. We do an overhaul, right? Let's just clear it all out, and now I can redesign it as I want. And it feels much better, and that's kind of what's happening. We're having this opportunity to let go of all the things, because everything was literally shut down before our eyes, right? In our life. And so it's letting us now rebuild something. How do we want to rebuild it? What do we want to do with it? So sometimes we get impatient again because we feel like we should be out there doing this and doing that. We want it to be a certain way. However, instead, if you stop, come back to the moment, come back to this place where it feels like you're stopped or slowed down, and dive in, be with it, embrace it, like work with yourselves. What things do you want to change about yourself? Maybe there's patterns that you realize aren't working, or maybe you never got to really live the life the way that you wanted to. And here's a great time to do that. Start making those changes. You might see some of the relationships change. You might, see jobs change, and, maybe you've lost a job or business, and maybe it was on purpose. Maybe it was time for you to go into a different direction. Maybe that wasn't really in alignment for you, but you got used to it. As we're now, we have this opportunity. Again, I'm going to keep using that word because there's opportunity. Not everybody's going to, it's up to each one of us whether we take that opportunity or not. But we can, again, go within and start to see anything else that we might need to clear, anything else that we might need to balance, and then we can kind of like start to open ourselves to think clearly about what we want, not what was put on us before or what we've been following that might not have been our desires, but what feels good to us now, and how do we take the steps, and how do we recreate our space that feels good for ourselves. And then using this gift of time that's been given to us, even though it might have been for other intentions, it doesn't matter, because we still have a choice of how we look at it, what we do with it. And patience is a really big one. I know everyone I know struggles with it, and I know I have a lot of patience, and I still struggle with it sometimes because I forget. When I find myself in space, I get reminded that, oh wait, am I not trusting the process of life? Am I not trusting this moment? Am I not feeling safe? Oh, I'm not. Okay, let me come back. Now, what do I need to do in this moment? What feels good in this moment? And I let it redirect me, and also put out to the universe is like, thank you for guiding me to those that are in alignment with me. Thank you for guiding me to work that's in alignment with me at this time. Whatever it is, we can like put it out to the universe and then be open to follow those steps. And then it's about practicing those pieces that are going to build our new foundation the way that we want to. And so again, it's a good time to learn to take care of ourselves. Sometimes I've noticed a lot of us have not really been taught to take very good care of ourselves. What are you eating? What are you fueling your body for? Everything you eat, it's either fuel or it's not, or it's junk. Maybe there's changes you can make there, because the more fuel you give your body, the more it can also help you with the processing and balance out. And the more better you're eating, the better you're going to feel. Maybe it's moving your body, yoga, exercise, martial arts, something that you can do that's going to help you get in alignment with your body and feeling it and listening to it and figuring out what it needs. Maybe there's new directions in there maybe you need to do some more, maybe you need to slow up. It's on meditating, taking time to breathe and ground and listen to your body, to nature, to the energy of the planet, and to what you're here to do. It's just like practicing. Sometimes we don't know how to do that. We have not everyone has like learned to do that. And so there's a great piece of time, chunk of time, where we're forced to slow down. So why not practice meditating, practice something new that you're feeling drawn to. Maybe it's learn something new, follow a passion. Maybe there's a hobby or a talent that you have not expressed in a while or connected with. Great time to work with that, and just keep that. Are you getting the right amount of rest and sleep? There's all these things that you can do. Find outlets to help you with whatever problem you might be having, or any or issues or habits that you want to change. This is the time to do it, to really focus in, hone in, and take the steps that are needed, because the stronger we build our foundation right now that we have this time, more it's going to help us as things get going. As we start to get going again and things start to change, it's going to be a new world. So now, the more prepared we can make ourselves right now, the more it's going to help us when those days open up. Then we're going to be ready. We're going to be fit. We're going to be, really clear in who we are and the kind of life we want to create for ourselves. And so it's going to be more clarity, more focused energy, and that's going to draw more of what we want. And then we'll be ready. And then it'll help us the more we're used to these foundation. As we get busy, as things do change, and we get back into the world in whatever way it's going to look like, now our foundation is built, so we don't have to work so hard at creating it, because that's what we can do right now. So it's really cool, these opportunities that we're being gifted at the moment, and it's really what you want to do with it. And it's such, again, I've always been talked a lot about finding out who you are. What do you want to choose and create for yourself? It doesn't matter what you've created up to yesterday. Today's a new day. What do you want now? Who are you today? What choices do you make? Everything you do reflects upon the kind of person and the character that you have and are. And so more consciously we can embrace it, and take steps from, the more it's going to help us, so that we're not just creating by default. We're actually creating something that we want. We're actually, helping or co-create the journey that we're stepping into. And make sure you're not limiting it. There is unlimited possibilities out there. And a lot of them, we don't know what it is yet, because we're actually creating them as we go. If you're open to it, it can be shown to you. If we're open to those unlimited possibilities, and we're keep asking for guidance, we're keeping ourselves centered, we're keeping ourselves open to all the intuition, all the messages from the planet, our body, everything, it's going to guide us easily and joyfully. And it's so important to just keep working and taking those steps. And it's, again, such a great time for this. There's so much. And remember that everything, is based on energy, frequency. What frequency are you holding? What are you putting out? Because whatever you're putting out, whatever you're focusing on, that's going to grow. And so we want to make sure that it's a good time, again, to practice working with our focus, with being diligent with our thoughts, that we're focusing more and more on what we want instead of what we don't want. And the more we can build that foundation, the way better off we're going to be. And this is a time, and it's great to have friends and people support, help as we're walking through and doing this. A lot of us do it together. And if you don't have it, again, the universe for directing me to the people who are in alignment with me. Do your best to let go of any resistance, and trust the process of people that might be coming in or out of your life, in situations, and just trust the process. Timing, even if something is happening right now, doesn't mean it's going to be forever. So make sure that you're, just, again, trusting that process and following along with what's happening, and how, without giving any expectations or details to what you think is going to happen next. Stay fresh in the moment. And so much potential is there. And like we've said before, we've barely have access to any of that potential, and now it's time to just really dive in and let it teach us, and open up and expand to that, and see the magic come alive. And that's, again, these opportunities that we have. So anyway, I just had a few thoughts I wanted to share about that with you today, and for having a few conversations with friends, it just was standing out in my mind. And yeah, if you like, there's lots of other videos that I've been putting out on YouTube. You can check it out. It's under my name, Carolyn Kaufman. Carolyn with a C, Kaufman with a K. CarolynKaufman, and that's on YouTube. You can like and subscribe to the channel. If there's stuff that you want me to talk about, you can, write it in the comments. If you like it, let me know. I'm starting to grow my channels, and just because it's what I'm guided, the way that I can help is by sharing what I'm getting. and I feel like that is something that I could do right now, since we're not always able to get together. I have my circles. If you ever want to join some of the circles, all that information is on my website, along with the past videos of meditation and other guidance. It's all on my website. My website is thelabyrinthoflife.com, thelabyrinthoflife.com, or you can find me on Facebook. And anyway, I look forward to talking with you all again soon. And until then, I'm sending you out much love and hugs. And we'll see you soon, or chat again soon.